Here we go. Welcome to Medals and More. I'm so glad that you're joining me again for episode 2. Previously on Medals and More, we explored the pivotal moments that shaped my journey from athlete to entrepreneur. This week, we're shifting focus to the athlete's mindset, the mental strategies that not only drive success on the track or in competition, but can transform the way we approach business, relationships, and personal growth. So in this episode, I want to take a look back at some of the things I learned and share how they still guide me now, whether it's tackling work challenges or personal growth. Let's start with the preparation. When I was competing, my every action was aimed at preparing myself mentally and physically to perform at my best. Looking back now, I realize how important that preparation was. Not just in athletics, but in everything. Preparation builds confidence, and it helps you face challenges with a clear mindset. It's not just about overthinking. It's about being intentional in how you approach anything that matters to you. Another thing I really appreciated about competing was the focus it required, especially in high-stakes moments. I still remember those big meets where I'd have to compete in heats, semifinals, and finals, all in one day. It was exhausting. But during those rounds, I found that taking a step back and finding a quiet place to center myself helped keep me focused. It wasn't about blocking everything out, but more about conserving energy and staying present. Having a moment of peace, even if just for a few seconds, made all the difference. I see now that this same need for focus applies to my professional life. The stakes are high in different ways, whether closing a deal, meeting a deadline, or navigating a tough conversation. I've learned to find those moments of calm that help me stay composed and remind me of what's truly important. I also realize that not every setback defines me. It's about staying focused on the bigger picture. It's those little moments of clarity that guide me towards success. Consistency was a huge part of my training. I remember practicing every single day, working on perfecting every little motion, whether it was running or hurdles. I could see how much consistency mattered in every aspect of my life, even outside of sports. When I look at what I'm doing now, I realize that success in any area comes down to showing up every day and doing the work. It's easy to think about the big wins, but it's the small daily habits that build up over time. I ask myself now, am I practicing the things that matter? Am I improving? Even if it's just by a little bit every day. It's the consistent effort that keeps me moving forward, even when things get tough. And the discomfort. Training was never easy. I remember pushing my limits to exhaustion, but it was that discomfort that made me stronger. I hated it, but now I see that growth happens in those small moments when we're pushed beyond what feels comfortable. It's where the real transformation occurs. I think this mindset holds true for everything. Even now, growth doesn't happen when you are comfortable or when things are easy. It's when we're facing those uncomfortable moments that we grow the most. If you're facing a tough challenge right now, maybe that's a sign that something important is happening. Lean into it. Growth is on the other side. I also have to mention faith. Something that has kept me grounded through all these highs and lows. No matter how hard I worked, I knew that I wasn't in control of everything. My faith has always been a quiet reminder that the journey, the growth, and even the setbacks are all part of a bigger plan. Trusting in God's timing, having faith that things will work out as they should, has helped me to keep perspective, even when things weren't going exactly as I planned. Then there's visualization. I spent much time visualizing my races before it happened. I could see myself running the perfect race, crossing the finish line, and celebrating the win. I didn't realize it at the time, but that practice helped me train my mind to see success as not just something of a possibility, but something I could achieve. I still use that technique today. Whether it's imagining a successful meeting or visualizing the completion of a big project, seeing it in my mind first helps me make it more real. It's not about dreaming. It's about building confidence and guiding my actions toward those goals. I guess that's what visualization is actually about. Directing your energy and actions toward what you truly want to achieve. Lastly, there's goal setting. When I competed, I always knew exactly what I wanted to do or to achieve. I had clear, measurable goals and I worked toward them every single day. I think it's easy to get caught up in the daily grind and forget why we're actually doing what we are doing. But clear, actionable goals keeps us on track. Looking at my life now, I see how important it is to set specific, measurable, and realistic goals. But more than that, it's about reflecting regularly, adjusting when needed, and staying committed. The key isn't just a goal, it's about the journey, the progress, and the willingness to adjust course when necessary. Looking back, I can see now that the athlete's mindset isn't just something for the track or field. It's something we carry with us in all parts of life. It's about staying disciplined, pushing through challenges, focusing on growth, and believing in the possibility of success. And through it all, having faith that everything is working out just the way it's supposed to. So as I think about my own journey, I can't help but feel grateful. Grateful for those lessons and how they continue to shape my life. So we've talked about the importance of preparation, focus, consistency, and faith. But when I look back at my time as an athlete, what it really boils down to is cultivating positive habits. Just as we can build positive habits though, we can also fall into the trap of negative habit formation or automation. Unfortunately, I developed a habit of smoking and drinking during my athletic career. These habits didn't help my performance. After I stopped competing, I found myself still struggling with these habits. And when I allowed my good habits to slack, it became so easy for the bad habits to take their place. The truth is, many of these negative habits offered the same instant rewards as a great practice session or a winning performance, just without any of the long-term benefits. Breaking those habits wasn't easy. It took years. It wasn't just about stopping a bad habit. It was about replacing it with a good one. Today, I'm fortunate to say I've quit smoking and drinking. and I've gone back to running regularly. Returning to the habits that supported me in my athletics career or journey gave me the foundation to quit successfully. We all struggle with things we need to change, whether it's changing a bad habit or building a new one. But for me, going back to positive habits like running, preparing intentionally, and visualizing success has been a game changer. It's a reminder that even when we stumble, we can always get back on track. The journey to cultivating positive habits and breaking negative ones isn't just about willpower. It's about being intentional, creating systems, and remembering that small, consistent actions add up over time. And of course, having faith. Faith in the process, faith in yourself, and faith in a greater plan. If I could leave you with just one thought today, it's this. Change is possible. It's not always easy, but with the right mindset and tools, you can transform your life one habit at a time. Thank you for tuning into Medals and More. I hope today's episode inspired you to reflect on your own habits, your mindset, and the goals you're striving toward. Remember, no matter where you are in your journey, keep pushing beyond the finish line, because there's always more to achieve, more to explore, and more to give. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.